Hey guys, it's your boy Rootz. Shout out to Wolfpack Gaming team right here. I just played my after AIG states. Playing Thunder Dragons. Went back to Gouki. I hit one of my homeboys, Michael Jafar, and this is 99.9% his list. There are some choices like cards that I didn't have, so I had to modify the list for my accord. It was 40 cards, but I played 41 because there was no reinforcement of the army in the deck, so I ended up putting the Rhoda in. I went X11 in Swiss and then lost the top 8 to the mirror matches after playing 2 or 3 mirror matches. It was pretty fun. The only draw I had was against Spiral, game 3. But straight out that deck pulled up. So we played the 1 brick Ibli. I hate playing this card, but you have to play it. They played 2 jump forwards. Technically supposed to be playing 3, but so they have a 3rd one. We played the 1 Hornet drones. I never saw this card today, but in theory supposed to be playing 3s. We played 1 Bear Hug, 2 Headbat, 2 Octo Stretch, 2 Rick Scorpio. The reason why you play such an awkward number here is due to what you call it, the high factor of you want to draw cards, you have as many Gouki as possible. This is a good normal summon card. It goes in comparison, it goes in with the 3 Renegade in the deck. So this was a really good ratio. Always saw having a full Goukis that was playable. 3 Twist Cobra and 3 Suprex. Like again, the theory is you want to see as many Gouki as possible, and 3. I brick once, I got 3 of these, and I hated it. And sometimes I sight out the 3rd copy, but in theory it's really good seeing that many Goukis. You play 3 Marauding Captain. In his list, he was only playing 1, but I think like this card is really so good, so I had to max it out at 3 since I was only playing like 2 Jump Warrior and 1 card here. So today, this was fantastic. I always side up 1 copy, but triple Marauding Captain in theory is always good because it gets a level 4 level on start your hand. Hand trap wise, it's supposed to be 3 Ash, but I was borrowing an Ash. So that was a 1 shot to my boy Tosh for letting me borrow it, and I only had 2 Ghost Bells. I don't have 3. This was really clutch. Sometimes I drew the 1. I did what you call it, the VicMerc type thing, because he always was playing 1 Ash for a while, and I drew this kind of unfair to some players. The Ghost Bell was kind of mediocre, but it did its job against the Thunder Dragon matchup. And the 1 card, like when I was doing the combo and he did a lot of heavy lifting, was the Aqua Dolphin. This card is really good. Talking to Jafar, this card is really good playing against Danger because they don't discard the card, it destroys the card. So I might pump this up to 2, I'm not too sure, or just keep it at the 1 because it's certain about the Summon Sorceress or Rhoda, I could hard draw it. So there's multiple ways to get to this card. But in every matchup, this card is really good, especially going into time. There's times where you're doing the combo and you bring your opponent for 1,000, and it really just got there. So I was lucky I didn't get impermanence or anything on that matter, but it came in clutch. The best card in the whole deck today. Play 1 for 1. Monster Reborn, Scale Charge, these are all very powerful 1-ofs. Jafar doesn't like 1 for 1, and I prefer to play 1 for 1. I think this card is a great combo extender. Even if playing 2 Octo Stretch is really good to see it. These are self-explanatory, and I like this card because I can search my warriors. You play 2 Gouki rematch. I really, there's many times I saw 2, and only once did I sight out the 2nd copy. But opening up this card is really mediocre sometimes, especially when you're doing the combo. It's it takes away from the hand. I'd rather search this card and open up this card. But I understand the concept behind playing 2 of them. In the future, I might cut out 1, side out 1, and just main 1 because I don't really like opening up this card. So it's probably a little bit too much today. I wish I was something else. For equip spells, you play Divine Sword, DDR, and Living Fossil. You play 3 of these because it goes in coincide with this guy, because you want to get him as fast as possible. Sometimes you want to get him off this Soul Day. So the reason why you play 3 quick spell cards, 2 card by the grid, because it's self-explanatory. Card's really good. You always want to see this card as fast as possible. Hand chops. 3 instant fusion. This card is really solid. 220 is a combo piece. You can also side out another card when signing cards. And three of these. To be honest, only once I draw two copies of it, but I always side out an extra copy. I'm not a big fan of 3, but Jafar convinced me to play 3, so it works out well, pretty much. Extra deck, link 3 go, you can reproduct this. I don't play 2 Assaulted because Winter Cherry is still a card, and Gouki, even though it's not as popular as it used to be, I still want to be prepared in case I get Winter Cherry or anything happens to my Assaulted. So this card feels like a staple right now. 1 Mermaid. I feel like I should be playing 2 Mermaids in this build because you do have the ability to lock out your opponent with the double Mermaid bird. So I'll go back to revise this deck and I would play this at 2 after today. Binary Sorcerers. This card is broken, as Jafar said. There's so many times that OTK'd my opponent and uses the effect when it's cold length and just went off from there. On the Clock Taker, Cerebus, the Soul Day, Nightmare Phoenix. Well, playing 2 copies good for the combo. Trigate, Unicorn, Summer Sorceress. Do I have to talk about this? Like, seriously? Only went into this card once or twice today. It was really underwhelming, but you still gotta play with in this deck. And Regen as mentioned, Fusion Target. Sideboard was player preference. This was a last minute, like I built a deck at last minute, pretty much. The 3 Effect Veiler, which was not in permanences. This card was really fantastic. I love it. 3 Drill. This card was my favorite hand trap all day. Just drilling your opponent, or you can even play the card going second or going first. It's really good. That's all the monsters I cited. Spells, 3 Twin Twister. I cited it, never saw it, didn't really do much today. 3 Book of Eclipse. This card is freaking broken in the mirror match and also against Thunder Dragons. While again testing, I will continue playing 3 because this card is really good going forward. And the one card that never got played today was 3 Red Rebirth. I wouldn't say it's right on one because I didn't play it, but it was just there because I'm trying to play against Ultimates or anything. So that's the deck. Again, quick shout out to Team Fish again for me putting the deck profile on their channel. Shout out to Wolfpack Gaming, Jerry Zimmerman, Jerry Rudolph, again to Michael Jafar for showing me that this deck is still viable and the choices behind it. Like I said, I couldn't have gotten this build or work on it without his help. Great player, great person. Also shout out to VicMerc, Julie Tarmium, a.k.a. Miss DYNA, Pichu, Edward Bramson, the rest of the whole Team Relinquish crew out there, and also Team Wolfpack. And shout out to all those that keep supporting me. This your boy Rootz. Until next time you guys see me. Ow.